What's up, Team Buckhouse? Johnathan Buckhouse here, and it's time for another resort review. This is the video series where we go to a brand new ski resort, we absolutely rip it, we explore it, we see what it has to offer, then we come back here and we're gonna give it a score from 0 to 100. Now the way we're gonna get that score is we're gonna go over 10 categories, each category getting a score from 0 to 10. 0 being not applicable, meaning they don't have it at all. 1 is terrible, 5 is average, and 10 is best in the world. Now that's the rules we play by, and today we're gonna jump into Ski 4 Lakes in Chicago, Illinois. This is a tow rope hill, super tiny, has an elevation of 500 vertical feet, an elevation drop of 102 feet, 20 skiable acres. It only gets 28 inches of snow a year, and on average it's only open 70 days a season, which blows my mind that this resort has been open for 61 years, which is so cool. So with all that being said, let's jump into our first category, lift prices. How expensive is it to go ski or snowboard at Ski 4 Lakes? And coming in at $24 for a weekday, $30 for the weekend. That is an incredible price to come ride at this resort, so I gave them a 9 when it comes to lift prices. It doesn't really get much better than that other than free. Now lodging, sadly they don't have any lodging here, so they get a goose egg, boom, 0, it's not applicable. But it is in the Chicago area, so there's plenty of places to stay all around. You know, you're gonna find a place to stay, it's just not on the resort. Now ease of access, how easy is it to get to Ski 4 Lakes? Once again, it's in the middle of the city, which is gonna make it easy to get to from many directions, as well as if you were to fly into Chicago, into O'Hare, it's only a 35-minute drive to the resort with traffic. So I couldn't imagine if there was like no traffic, how quick you could get to this ski resort. So when it came to ease of access, I did give them a 10 on the ease of access. It's gonna be so easy to get here. I also like to judge ease of access by, could I fly into this area and ride the same day that I flew in? Because we actually do that a lot, and you can totally hear, because they also have night riding. Now I know what you're thinking, why did you go to Ski 4 Lakes in Illinois? And the reason is, we have a goal to ride every resort in the United States, and the way you guys can track our progress is by going to resortskimaps.com. This is a resort map of every resort in the United States. All of the green resorts are the ones that we have been to. You can click on them and watch the video there. Now if you click on a red one, you're not gonna get anything because we haven't been there yet. So if you can click on the top right-hand corner, you can see our resort schedule for the upcoming season, so you guys can take days off or see where we're headed and try to meet us up on the mountain. Because that's one of my most favorite things about coming to a new ski resort, is ripping with you guys. You guys also show us all the cool things at the resort, so it makes our time there better and it makes these resort review better. With that being said, all the locals comment down below too. What's the best place to eat? Where's the best place to stay? All the stuff that I'm gonna miss with this review. Fill that in for the people that want to come here, so that way they know what to do. But also check out resortskimaps.com, because it is just a place where you can waste an hour just looking at all the resorts in the US. It's so cool. Definitely go check that one out. Now chairlifts, we gotta get up the mountain or the hill, and they don't have any chairlifts. They have 7 tow ropes, which is actually a lot of tow ropes, but there isn't a single lift, and so for that, I gave them a 1. It's because there's no lifts. There's tow ropes, and they count as lifts, but like, you know. Now runs, we gotta go down. How sick are the runs? And this is literally just a hill in the middle of the city with some tow ropes, which is crazy. They have 7 runs, and they're all super slow and mellow and like nothing harder than a green. So for runs, I gave them a 1. Terrible. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Now the terrain park though, they did have features when we showed up and rode, which was really sick, because we showed up on opening day, and when it came to the park, I gave them a 3, even though we didn't get to ride their mid-season park, and everyone says like, yo, the mid-season park is way better than the one you were riding today. Still gave them a 3. The features we were hitting weren't bad features, they're actually new features, just the mountain was so slow, or at least where they put the park at that current spot was slower than where they normally put it. The alley is what they call it. So I can't be too hard on the speed of the features, but it was so slow.
Speed is by far the hardest part of this resort. It is slow.
So yeah, when it came to the park, they got a 3. Now, if you want to let everyone know you're a part of Team Buckhouse, or just want to support the dream of riding every resort in the United States, consider snagging some Evolution stickers or any of our merch. We do have a ski version of all the merch as well as the sticker, guys. We also have hats, shirts, all that stuff, guys. When you snag any of this merch, it's how I can afford to do all this traveling, the goal to ride every resort in the United States. So thank you to everyone that is snagging the merch. Once again, just throw it on the side of your helmet. Let everyone know you're part of Team Buckhouse. It's the easiest way for me to come say hi to you as well if you're repping the merch. Now, food. We're gonna get hungry. We're gonna wanna eat on the mountain, especially when we're ripping the tow rope and, you know, we need to take a break. And they had like a restaurant on the property. I don't know if it was owned by the resort, but it's on property, and it had like a bar that it was like a sports bar. It looked like it was a good place to eat, fun place to hang out. They had had TVs everywhere, so if you were like went on a Sunday, you could go watch the Packers beat up on the Bears and then, you know, go ride some more. So I gave him a 6 when it came to food. It was just a better vibe than I feel like at a typical ski resort. It's like a Chicago, it's a sports bar. Like you can't get better than that. Now views and scenery, you're on a mountain, a hill, like how sick is it? And you can't really see much. It's kind of got that Midwest view to it, except for the fact you're in the middle of a city. Like you're looking at people's apartments and stuff. Like the vibe was so cool. You felt like you were in an inner city, like snowboarding. And that's not how it's supposed to be. It was crazy. So when it came to views and scenery, I gave him a 5 on the views and scenery. It's just a really cool view, vibe, and scenery. I don't know. Now employees. Now we don't cover snow conditions because once again, like they don't really get snow here. It's all man-made, everything like that. So like they're gonna get a 1 on snow conditions. We did that, but also we ride resorts early, late season. You know, sometimes you can get a good snow dump. So like it's hard to judge snow conditions. But we can cover employees because I have had an employee at Keystone absolutely ruin my day on the mountain. You can check that video out there. But I've also had employees absolutely make my day on the mountain, specifically at Keystone as well. So we cover employees because I think it's important if you go on a trip or somewhere, like if that guy's gonna help you get your bags to the place, or they're gonna give you a really good rental and go above and beyond, or they're just gonna slap you on any snowboard and you're just gonna have a bad day. That's why it's important that we cover employees. And so when it came to Ski 4 Lakes, the employees were awesome. All the ski patrollers were sick. They actually hooked us up for the day, as well as the park crew guys were vibing on the whole mountain, keeping everything nice and tight, but also hitting with everybody and talking us up. Like the employee vibe there was awesome. So I gave them a 10 because they actually really did make our day better while we were hanging out at Ski 4 Lakes.
Am I gonna be in the vlog? Yeah.
Now the last category, the would I go back? Because if I want to go back to a resort, why would I recommend it to you guys? And they actually got a pretty good would I go back. I gave them a 5 on the would I go back because if I was to fly into Chicago and I could go, I would definitely go. Super fun vibe. I'd love to go see what the park's like in the middle of the season. But overall, it's just convenient, it's nice, it's sick. So I gave them a 5 on the would I go back. Now before I give them the score from 0 to 100 and tell you who this resort is really for, make sure you check out the resort review playlist. This is where we've covered so many of the resorts. Also on resortskimaps.com, we do have the rankings all on that website, as well as all the stats from the season. So make sure you guys check out the resort review playlist, or once again, resortskimaps.com, so you guys can see if I covered your resort or how this resort compared to other ski resorts. Now, Ski 4 Lakes out of 100 got a smash like of 50. That blows my mind. When I saw the score, I was like, wait, did I miscount? Is that like what? Like there's no way this resort got a 50. And the crazy thing is this resort got a 50 not on the runs, not on the lift, not on the park, but on the all surrounding sides of it. Incredible price, good food, good employees, all that type of stuff bumped up their score. So you can have a good resort review score if you have all the surrounding things to make up the lack of runs, parks, lifts. Just so you know. With all that being said, who is this resort for? It is for the inner city kids, the people that can't really travel all the way to a ski resort because they live in the middle of a big city, which is so cool to me. And I really hope they have some really cool inner city programs to get new people into the sport. I think that would be incredible. I'm sure they do. And if they do, share that with me because I think that is something really cool about this area, as well as it's for the park rider. I do not think this resort is technically for beginners. The reason why I say that is it's really hard to ride a tow rope, especially if you've never been on a snowboard. Maybe if you've been on skis, it wouldn't be as hard, but maybe beginner skiers, not really beginner snowboarders. I mean, you could definitely learn how to ride there, and being able to ride tow rope is a crucial part to snowboarding, but I think it's for local kids and park riders. I think that's a great spot to go and rip around. With all that being said, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for starting with us today, and as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you tomorrow with another video, because it is daily on this snowboard channel.